Alrighty, my friends. 6 in a row. Let's do our carpal tunnel stretches. Keep those wrists limber. And let's see what the next random ship is. 3, 2, 1, and random. NGB we already did, right? That was the first one on this streak? Oh, thank God. Okay. That was the one we did because of the loss we had from the speed hack. All right. So no repeats. 3, 2, 1, and random. Cachelet we've already done. 3, 2, 1, random. Oh, God. All right. Wow, we're just going to roll all the crappy ships, apparently. Fed C. Goodness. Another really, really bad ship. Speaking of war crimes and teleporting. Strictly, if refusing surrender is the main war crime in FTL, then a boarding ship would probably commit fewer war crimes because you don't reduce enemy hull as much and will get fewer surrenders. But you do murder your own crew over and over. What would you think? Would destroying the flagship really end the rebellion? Have the gamer gloves helped? I think so. I've been doing 3 things to help with my carpal tunnels. I've been taking a pill sent by a very nice viewer that his dad, I think, uses for joint pain. I got this, you know, this ergonomic mouse, and I've been wearing these gloves, and I've been doing stretches. So 4 things if you count the stretches. So I think they have been helping. I think these things have been helping. The pain has been reduced, I believe. All right. 3-hour run, let's go, probably. Unless we just die instantly. Back from watching a movie with family, see the previous run's gone well? Yeah, we had a really good Kestrel B run. Ready to be a human. All right, sure. You can be my boarding human who's going to be vented over and over. You want the mantis to be named Chain Laser. All right, sure. I'm only doing this once. I'm not doing this a lot of times. This is too troll even for me. Chain Laser. I love the way the game's like you need a dude and weapons at all times. Is random a rule for the cycle or just something you do? No, that's what Hollow does, I think. You random a ship until you get every ship once. Alright, for those who are wondering why this ship sucks, I don't know if anybody actually needs to wonder, but this ship has 2 force systems. One of them is the worst in the game. The flak artillery is probably the worst system in the game. It's slow. You can't kill ships quickly. The boarding is fairly weak. You don't have a weapon. You have nothing to sell. You have emergency respirators to sell. Okay, I need to remember, are there any special strategies we need to use here? Placing dibs on the Zoltan that ends up in shields. Alright, RPG. It's gonna be crew micro, man. Ugh. This might be one of the first tests since I've had to start wearing these gloves to do better micro with this mouse on a crappy boarding ship, not a 4-person boarding ship or anything. Strategy is get lucky. Alright. Alright, does all this connect over here? Yes. Don't be afraid to double board end fights quick is maybe a strat. Okay. What are the 2 human icon systems? Oh, that's a clone bay. Ah, first ship auto scout with free shield hack. Oh, the dumbest fucking event in the game. God damn it, I hate this event so much. First jump auto hacker with free shield hack with a heavy laser and something else. Alright, so we have to board his weapons instantly, I think? Oh, he's got... No, he doesn't have drones. It's a hacking. There's no drones. So it's weapons instantly. Do I wait for his... I have to wait for his hack, because if he hacks my teleporter... Okay, he hacks my weapons at least. God. Oh my god, this is the worst. Oh my god, it's three laser shots too. It's a good dodge. Didn't hit my clone bay. Oh, thank god, it didn't hit my clone bay. Do I even double board, I guess is the question. Probably not. I'm just gonna let him die. Clone him. Flax can't even breach, can they? Oh, thank God. Okay. I am gonna board a second time here, because I might kill shields and engines before our flak charges. If I get out of this fight with only 4 health damage, I will be very, very happy, and no crew loss. Okay. That is about as good as that could have gone, honestly. Jesus. Respirators keeps crew alive long to totally smash weapons, at least. Remember NGA run where the first jump was missile BS? You're having flashbacks. Safe once you completely smash weapons. Not completely, because it does recharge. But we were safe enough. I'm going to use these guys to do this, since I don't want... I'm going to vent them in. Right. Need to be ready to board as soon as the heavy comes back up. Flick 2 crew and teleporter the instant they fix a level weapons, board again. Stick 2 weapons. Okay, I got lucky. Alright. Sure, so you were saying I should have moved my Zoltans in there to take out the weapons again. Yeah, maybe I should have. I did get lucky. I was kind of waiting to see what the artillery did. But you're right, I probably should have stuck these guys in there. Instantly teleport again. Gonna let them die. Remind me to never fly a ship, you captain. Hey, if you sign up to be a boarding crew member on a clone-based ship, on any hard mode no pause player, get ready to be vented over and over. You can actually be completely safe. You board weapons, break them completely, then stick 2 crew and teleporter aboard the moment they fix weapons. 2 crew break a system level in 6.25 seconds, which is faster than any 1 power weapon in the game fires. Okay. Good to know. So next time if I have that same situation, I should board a second time. Alright, well the run didn't instantly end, so I guess I'm just lucky. Ship. Okay. We are immune to damage. Okay. Immune to damage. So... do I care about training? I don't think so. Double Mantis, okay. The best ship, you know, the Pirate Interceptor? Something? Nice. Double reward, beautiful. Alright, I remembered. I remembered that I was immune, everybody. We're getting better. I remembered. Oh, you're so glad you're here for the Fed C is what you're talking about. The best ship. Yes, the best ship to die on. Good luck with this run. You're going to head out? Alright, have a great night, and we'll see you next time. Alright, so I should have actually got a shield value. Well... Sleeping Dragon, Britnoth, what's the upgrade path? Is it second shield? I guess it's teleporter ship, so I probably get second shield, right? Or do I really, really, really need to save up and get weapons? It's absolutely shields 4? Okay. Yeah. I was kind of thinking the same thing, because we have the artillery. We have boarding. We can kill auto scouts even if it's slow. Artillery 4. That's the play right there. That power, yeah. Okay. Second shield. Inin is outen. All in on flak artillery. That does not sound like the play, but thanks for the suggestions, everybody. Okay. I love when I get a free defense 2 drone, Sector 1. It's one of my favorite things. It's really nice. If I could find a store with a flak. Yeah. Yeah, I think we go up into the nebula. This is too easy. Where's the third run, Sag? Too easy. Gosh. We just started. Yeah, too easy with that weapon system. Do I run? Do we run from his Alden Shield chip? Clone Bay 3 to guard against small bomb. They could have made so many cool different artillery weapons, they chose to make an expensive flak too. Is there any benefit to upgrading shields to the in-between levels of shield layers? Yeah, that's what we call a value point here. What's that? That's a Zoltan shield chip with 4 projectiles. Two shields, you think I can stick around? I don't know, man. Was it 50 seconds on this flak, man? I always try to remember how the captain sells the venting. Good job, boys, but you look mighty beat up. Enjoy the view out that airlock window for a moment. What? Decompression alert? I don't hear anything. When you take the ion hit, run Zoltan into shields, and he'll refill the shields to 2. Okay. Charge FTL, can see if the artillery breaks on the shield, most likely a fight to run. That's an interesting idea. Take the ion hit, run Zoltan into shields, and he'll refuel the shields to 2. Dodge anything. No, I should have had you there. That is interesting. I don't know if I knew that that worked. Good dodge. No, god damn it. Ugh. I did not mean to select all of you. Shots are not being good for us. I could board now, but my clone bay's down. I need out. I need out. Ugh. Do I board? I think we just keep taking damage, right? We just leave and go to the store to recover, right? Too slow to refill, but the theory was there. Well, it did get my shield back up. So I don't know if that was good or not. We have a birthday to celebrate. What are we talking about? Let's go to the store. I have a defense 2 drone to sell. I don't want to take any more damage. No weapons. Seems like we should run. For all we know, they have a rocket mantis over there. Yeah. I was not. I was thinking about staying, but not seriously considering staying. You only need to move 1 Zoltan. The ion takes out 1 bar to take you to 3 power. 1 Zoltan pops you up to 4. I was moving both. Oh, I thought you said move both. Well, you said when you take the ion hit, run Zoltan. Okay, I thought that meant run both of my Zoltans. I guess I should have clarified or something. I don't know all the mechanics of Zoltans interacting with half a shield layer. Alright, it's fine. Is there anything I actually want from here? Cloaking that we can't afford. Although hacking is the last system we want for this, right? What do we think about selling emergency respirators for a rock for rockless mantis boarding? What do we think about that? Do we need a weapon more than we want a crew to make our boarding better? If I'm not buying anything, I feel like I should keep emergency respirators for auto scout boarding. You prefer respirators? Makes auto scout boarding much easier. Okay. Don't know about Zoltan shield interaction. Blind first time run. No, you know, Zoltan's going to the shields and half power. You know what I mean. I'm gonna not even repair. I think we just need a weapon from the store badly. We are diving this sector. In your head, the plural and singular for NG and Zoltan are the same. My gosh, burst laser 2s and flak 1s everywhere. Okay, where do we board? Do I board in shields? Pull them and then move around, or do it probably depends on what kind of crew they have. Oh god, he's got doors, of course, and a fucking free hack on engines. God damn it, game. Guess you go over here. Goddamn free weapon hacks. Literal hackers, these guys. Oh, that's a rock too, as a second border. That's good dodges at least. Oh god. Hearing this now. Fuck you, you shitty game! Well, so much for me not getting salty. Single flak got through 2 fucking shields to kill my level 2 clone bay. Ah, I hate this fucking ship. The other day, a rebel ship surrendered to you when their entire ship was on fire. Guess what they offered? Their fire suppression system. Skill issue Kappa. Thanks. Appreciate that. Wonderful, nice comment. What was the counterplay to not lose my crew, huh? Nothing, right? There's nothing I could do against shit like that? Free hacking on engines? Triple hit aimed at my clone bay? What should I have done? Double board. My teleporter was dead. Board weapons first, send Zoltans to shields. I hate this fucking game, man. And the rock would defend shields, but you don't know if my TP was still up when that happened. Yeah. You want to suggest out loud, you don't remember specifics. I didn't know that he had a third crew member either until after I killed a second guy, so... Oh, God. Keep forgetting that flat counts as more than 3 projectiles against shields. No, it doesn't. It's only 3 projectiles. But it must have been... Wow, how did he kill level 2 Clone Bay? His basic laser must have hit before the flak, right? Basic laser must have hit right before... perfect fucking timing. Rebel ships always have 3+ crew. Maybe. Only other thing you can think to suggest that you always start the engine Zoltans on sensors, then run them to engines. God damn it. The only way I can do anything to enemies now is waiting for my artillery or boarding with Zoltans. This guy can't damage us. Yes, I don't get my shields up. He'll board us a second time. We'll deal with them. Train. Guess I could. Might be worth. A little reluctant, since these guys are probably going to get vented 1,000 times, but maybe it's worth. Alright. Yeah, let's dodge train. Think how memorable this run will be when I win? I don't know, man. That's really hard unless we get some free crew, free weapons. We need a lot of stuff to catch up with losing our boarder's third fight of the run or something. This is how you speed up the game. It's called speed hack. They don't board 3 times? No, they board twice. Speed hack scares you? Me too. I have a hotkey to turn it off now, though, if it goes crazy. Alright, turn this back to 1. Turn it off. Okay. Let's go this way. But I don't go through the shields and turn my shields off accidentally. Part of the reason I didn't really want to train him is because I'm going to be doing this, because if I ever board, I need them at full health, but... Oh, man. God, that feels so bad. I wonder if I should have boarded... See, boarding the second time, I would have had to send one of my... I should have sent my Zoltan over to repair the teleporter earlier anyway, since my hacking, my piloting was hacked. Not piloting, my engines were free hacked on that bullshit event with First Laser 2 Heavy Laser. First Laser 2 Ion Laser, whatever it's called. Ion Blast. Oh man, used to use Cheat Engine in elementary school to get people some premium currency on a Facebook game. You made $100 off it. Wow, God. Guess we greed as hard as possible now. I'd already planned on diving. We have Clone Bay for this. Every now and then we feel like cranking up FTL, think about playing this ship on hard mode with pause, and you think, what if I try the intended strat, bomb him with Zoltans while upgrading the flak to bombard the ship over and over? Then you think that maybe you should go to the dentist instead. Alright, it's a cool story, bro. Cool story. Cool story. I wish I could do that right now. Auto scout with a missile and hacking. So, do I board missiles? Do I board weapons? You love playing boarding ships, but not this. More like a Mantis ship or Lanius B. When the giant alien spiders kill Zoltan, you should get a scrap board anyway. You'd kill them with the death explosion, yeah. Do I board or keep my crew over here? You think, oh, TLDR, Densis would be less painful than what we're doing. I gotcha. Probably have to wait to see what the hack is, but I think we board weapons, so we only take 2 missiles. Although, yeah, if he hacks my Clone Bay, we're screwed. Okay. I hope it's not a 2 damage missile to my Clone Bay, by the way. Okay, it is a 2 damage missile, though. Oh, I didn't turn this on. Damn it. What's Zoltan bombing? The people are probably talking about using the death explosion from Zoltan crew dying and Clone Bay to board and kill off crew. A not recommended strat if you want to not lose your crew over and over. You return and see something grim. Yes, say single flak plus something. Basic laser. Killed our Clone Bay right after our crew died. So basically, we got FTL F'd, is what happened. You don't understand how I could have done much better with that RNGBS. Even if I'd sent them immediately start repairing, would they have got it up in time? And then if you'd boarded, would that actually have saved your other two crew? And then you'd have even less dodge, making it more likely the Clone Bay was hit. I don't know. I honestly don't know if it would have saved us if I had boarded second quicker. I'd have to go back and watch it and see how quickly our teleporter got destroyed after we boarded. Our teleporter got hit. I should have moved my second Zoltan to start repairing that faster, but I'd have to go back and rewatch it. You're checking the VOD, Britnoff? Okay. He was hit on the first volley. I think they hit over here once or twice before they hit my teleporter. If I'd done board weapons first and shields second, the rock would have gone to defend shields, not weapons, so the man's human never would have died, but you don't recall if the TV was still up then. That's the main thing I'm not sure of. I'm not sure if teleporter had been up to do second boarding, so maybe I just need to be prepared more often to do that quicker. I honestly don't know. Do I do any upgrades? I mean, do I actually invest in artillery? Do right now, man. Is it worth investing in anything? Might get an early store next sector? Yeah. Can we try it again using the run's seed? Well, we have something that lets us try that again. We have a... I can try it again if we need to. Oh, that's really good. That is really good. Sure wish I had a human and a mantis that I'd lost, though. That is very helpful. More points in Clone Bay? I don't know. It's not a useful deal. The total misplay. Okay, what was the misplay? I didn't move my borders at all. They had fucking doors, Britnoff. How was I supposed to move my borders? Sorry, I'm getting really pissed off when people tell me. Okay. Fine. Break the doors? So you're saying I should have ignored the crew I was fighting? Oh my god, game. I'm probably dead. They're saying I board, don't fight, just attack the doors? God, is something on fire and I don't have doors? Oh, Jesus Christ. Door night. Oh, god damn it. Well, there's a streak of 0. Oh, that's so frustrating. So frustrating. Alright, let me go load up that fight. Let me load up that fight. How do I do this again? It's not it. Which jump was it? How do I load this? I load save here. I don't remember which one. Is somewhere around here. What was the previous ship? You missed it. Kestrel B. That's not what I meant to do. Damn it. Damn it, damn it. Load save. Why can't I choose where the saves folder is? I don't know why. It always goes here. Another save game manager for FTL. It's a separate thing you have to install. It wasn't this fight. Was it before? It was after this fight. Okay. Sorry for yelling. I'm sorry for cursing at chat. I just get so frustrated by this game. No excuse. I shouldn't be cursing at chat. Next one. Is it this one? Copy the path from the folder you found it in. Copy the path. I think it might be the next one after this. People wanted a third run. Yeah, here we go. There you go. This is for everybody who wanted a third run. Was it here? So Britnoth says I should board shields and break the room so I can run back and forth. Scott Free says I should board weapons and then board shields second. Which do I want to try? No, they have doors. They just don't show that they're upgraded yet. I think they have somebody manning them or something. Which room do you say I board, Britnoth? Which room? Do I board shields and then break the doors out to some other room? We're going to try your strategy. I'm going to do it however you tell me. Move you here to be prepared to repair that. And then I'm running back and forth, I think. So I'm 2v1ing more often. Apparently that worked. Easy? I don't know about easy. I'm gonna try the other strategy. Open saves. That's not what I want. Load save. Hindsight's 2020. Well, Britnoth is probably saying I need to do that on every single fight or something. Every boarding fight. So this time, I'm going to try what Sleeping Dragon suggested, and that is board weapons, then board shields with our Zoltans right after. Rocks makes it easier if you were facing Mantis. Being able to run back and forth means you have time to double board humans. Okay. Either one of these would have been better than what I did, I guess. Which was... hope they didn't have a third crew. I don't know which of those is better. They're both better than what I did. I probably prefer this, since it lets me take weapons out. If you face two Mantis, this strat isn't as good because your crew might be dead before you board with the Zoltans. Two Mantis, yes. You think Britnell's strategy is better? Yours requires you to board twice, and the TP might get broken before that happens. So basically, with two-person boarding, you need to always move back and forth between rooms. Is this what I'm hearing? How have I never heard of this strategy? Why? I feel like I have, but I just don't remember us like ever talking about it. There's only versus 3 enemy crew. Running around to stop taking damage to get TP cooldown quicker is a good strat. Do you only do this versus 3 enemy crew? Twinge calls it the safety dance. Oh, okay. Alright, well, let me just open back FTL and we're going to do a new run because that's the streak over. Oh, that's so frustrating. Alright, well, we're going to play this ship because it's the ship that just killed our streak, so... New game. Start on Fed C because it killed us. Watch the VOD to see if this would have been possible with the way the enemy hit. Well, it would have been possible no matter what because all I had to do was move my crew around. Shuffling to get 2v1s is a very old strat, but on no pause it takes a fair bit of practice, you admit. Well, I feel like we've talked about it, but I don't feel like we've talked about it specifically for this ship. And so I just... I have a little... Yes, I know my stuff is all on this. FTL ship notes. Let me make a note about this. Thanks to somebody on YouTube created this. Federation C. Lessons. Board with Mantis and human. Use safety dance. Strat versus 3 enemy crew. Safety dance equals board in shields, move out of room to force 2v1s versus enemy crew. Okay. So this is what this is for, to try to remind ourselves of things we need to do, especially with hardships. So it's a good dance because it does shuffle the crew around, so you can get a lot of 2 on 1 chance, especially effective if a rock is one of the crew, because you get even longer on 2v1. If you don't need to break a door, you should be able to kill 3 humans consistently with 1 human and 1 mantis. That's frustrating. Alright, well, we learned what I need to do on basically every boarding ship. Do I start... Let's do this. Let's also do it... Sleeping Dragon suggested. Start with a Zoltan and sensors. And... save positions there. Gotta know what we're boarding into. Can you name one of the Zoltans after you, Mookie? Sure. Alright, I'm sorry, Britnoff. I'm sorry I snapped at you earlier. I really am sorry. I get so salty. You know how salty I get. Again, it's no excuse, but I apologize. Okay. So I can't get to the nebulas for extra jumps. So no extra jumps here. You want to be the mantis. Okay. Yeah, the way AI moves on enemy ships, Mookie, is something that very experienced players know because they played a lot. Sure, I guess, unless we got a missile that useful. Submissnin. Oh, man. Yeah, we are now safe. The AI in this game is very complicated. It's a lot to remember, yes. It is very complicated. Well, not complicated is the right word. It's predictable, though. If you played enough of the game, you can anticipate what's going to happen. It's the only reason there are people like Hollow who have 100-something wins in a row on hard mode no pause, because they know what will happen in almost every situation. The Zoltan and Center Strat is double great because you get the power theft from TP. Okay. Should have been ready to board a second time, but don't need to. That's my excuse for not. Should probably practice that. A lot of things in FTL that don't actually get explained anywhere in the game. Yes. Yes, this is true. I mean, with how deep and complex the mechanics in this game are, and the fact that it's from basically 2 devs, I mean that they could never explain everything, I'm sure. So there's 3 crew. He's got an anti-personnel drone. What about an anti-personnel drone? Is there any way to deal with an anti-personnel drone? This guy's got an offensive drone. This is also very scary. AP drone is slow, so you run around even more. Are we immune? Not if he's got an offensive drone. You have to kite the AP drone. Okay, so if I'm going to do that, I probably need to run to a room far away from the drone control, right? Like, maybe start an engines? Okay, it's a repair drone. We are immune to damage, thank God. Okay. Still gonna practice this. This layout doesn't seem great for 2v1s. I ran through 2 rooms, which is wrong, I think. God. They could have finished that fight. They hadn't shot random other guy. Well, I didn't do that perfectly, because apparently I should be able to win versus 3 humans there. I don't know. Oh, I should have done that differently with micro. That's an amazing weapon. I'm finding it so hard to get excited about everything. I forgot to move my crew. Do we still get level 2 shields first when we get a breach bomb like that? Probably we do, right? Shields is bad here because it's too central. Better is drones, doors, weapons. Oh, So I should have been safety dancing between those rooms. Gonna head out, right? We'll see you later, Void Master. Okay. We need 10 more for the shields. That is a quest of some sort. Is that the Hidden Federation base or whatever? I forget. 7. How have I never used this safety dance on a 2-person boarding ship before? Damn it, deal. Have we just not talked about this before, or is my brain getting so old that I can't remember? Because I just don't remember talking about this on Fed C before. Mantis War Camp. That's the one that we do need. Have we talked about it on, like, Fed C? I don't know. Not buying. Maybe I'm getting old and my brain doesn't remember. I don't remember on any recent 2-man boarding ships talking about this. Oh god. Okay, so double Mantis. We just ignored FC. Sure, we've done the move around at the AI swaps crew round for some reason before. Fried brain due to exposure to Baba. So we see double Mantis. Potential 2 damage missile. So it's board shields and we go back and forth between shields and piloting, right? Or do we go to engines so it can pull between engines and O2? I guess O2 or engines. Why is the shield the worst room to board? If we're going to learn this strategy, let's stop making it a test and just tell us the answer, teacher. Engines and O2 because a third crew will be trying to go back to pilot. Okay, so it's the running back and forth to piloting that we're exploiting then. Damage missiles, man. Forgetting to move my crew, man. I keep forgetting. What about Clone Bay? Shield is next to pilot, so has no distance to pilot. So this strategy, the point is to board as far away from piloting. Is this correct? Let's not talk about slurs in chat, please. We don't need to talk about that. You panicked when you heard the low health noise and Clone Bay wasn't powered. Oh, okay. Really help if I remember to hit enter after boarding, though. Oh, man. Okay, 1, 2, we have 4 jumps. Keep hoping I'm going to actually make progress in this challenge, and then I play a ship where apparently I completely forgot everything I learned the last time I played it. I don't know if I should have depowered that or not. Thankfully we dodged. Had this on the entire time. Boarding shields immediately isn't the best as well because enemy AI will prioritize fighting borders and shields above all else. You can abuse this by boarding elsewhere with the first wave, then second wave in shields. You can then run crew in and out of shields to bounce around enemy crew. What's our high score? On this save file, 7K or something, but it doesn't matter. You can get infinite score if you are patient enough and get a strong enough ship. You can dive back and forth forever. Wait and see what this artillery does. If it kills him or not. You like the having guys starting in sensors thing? Yeah, me too. Good double reward. You can see crew before start a fight. You don't think you've seen that before? We've done it on other ships. I do that on Mantis C a lot. So I can go to the store. Sell Mercury respirators, get the breach online. How many wins do we have in a row? My best streak is 18 on this challenge. My goal is to get all 28 in a row. Don't usually sell respirators. Well, if I get Breach Bomb online with the respirators I sell, I don't know. Selling a bomb for an extra Mantis worth. I don't know, Breach Bomb is like the best boarding support weapon. I feel like we shouldn't sell it. Obviously, reconstructive teleport kappa. I guess I maybe would have gotten like long range scanners or something if it was here. That's a pulsar. Oh, pulsar heavy laser offensive drone. Jesus, man. So, god damn it, man. Safe fight. Oh, you're right. You're right, it might be. He doesn't have an offensive drone. Okay, safe fight. Safe fight. So, you have to wait for... Do I wait for... Or how do I kill Clone Bay? Is the question. How do we kill Clone Bay? Is it just wait for this and hope? Or is there something I can do micro-wise? Clone Bay gonna get ioned? He's got 3 crew, and if I fail, then the pulsar takes out my Clone Bay. That's also bad. Level 2 Clone Bay. I think I just wait this out and let the flak kill him, right? Of course, if the pulsar hits our artillery, that's bad. Level 2 Clone Bay and a pulsar. With 3 crew. So I should be trying to get some dodge training here. Yeah, I could have done this. I should have done this, honestly. Oh, God. How did that not kill him, man? There were like 7 shots through 1 shield to do 4 damage. How the F did that not kill him? You had to dodge how many? 7 shots versus 1 shield for 4 damage. I don't know. You need to dodge 2? I don't know. I hate this game. I should have just taken the deal. But there's no way that all those shots in the air with him having only, you know, 1 health left. Whatever the hell it was. Damn it, I forgot to move my crew. Still can't afford this missile. I should have just taken the damn deal. Mantis, no, it's always civilian. You think rejecting was the correct play? Well, in hindsight it wasn't, because I got nothing. And we're just going to play hindsight all day today, apparently. Okay, he can't damage us. Got 2 crew. So we 2v1 the Mantis in engines, because it takes a long time to get for the rock to get down there. Is that enough? Do I need a micro again? I think we win that. Okay. That's good. That's good. Now I can put my human on piloting. I know, I got Clone Bay. Don't worry, Tyler. I got it. I got it. You're gonna ruin your chair. Come on, trust in my micro, man. Maybe you shouldn't after what's happened already today, but trust that I know a little bit about what I need to do here. Alright, there's Breach to take out Clone Bay and Heal Bays and stuff. So I need to save these positions now. Just heed the words of the great modern-day philosopher Pumbaa. You gotta put your past behind you. Is that a Pumbaa? Is that the warthog from Lion King? No, I mean normally I'd love this deal, but I kind of need my missiles now. And of course it's a store rat. I forget the weapon upgrade. Hakuna Matata. Okay, when I was a young warthog. Okay. It's also the penetrating sound before it gets too late anyway. Yeah, we had plenty of time. Plenty of time. Skip the store. Half power. Okay, damn it. Power. It's got a Clone Bay. I need to keep them on low health. Okay. Please don't fire another missile. Okay, good. I don't know how I didn't remember that we do this. I don't know. I swear I haven't been doing this on other 2-person boarding ships. The only other 2-person boarding ship we played lately was Lanius B, where we boarded shields, then run to like weapons. Guess I'm just getting all my strats mixed up, man. Getting all my effing strats mixed up. Clone Bay teleporter, he's running. So if we let him board and then we board, he stops running. Feels bad to lose that run, though, when now we're just replaying the ship to change that one strat. And now we're just winning. Of course, we did get a free Breach 2 bomb this run. This is really, really ridiculously nice for a boarding ship. Oh, man. Okay, let's what are the two-person boarding ships? Because I need to use this strategy all the time. Mantis A, Fed C, would probably be really good on Slug B, right? Lanius B, we kind of do a different strat. Man, I don't remember talking about doing this on all these ships. I don't know why I can't remember this. This is a really spread out, crappy sector layout, isn't it? Wow, this is terrible. I can't get anywhere close to my maximum jumps here, can I? I need to go, well, like, 7. Yeah, there's no 6 that I can get. Even more important on Slug B, running around with Slug B is vital to conserve missiles. I'll often uses Artemis and moves the slugs out of the room before it hits. Love doing that in Slug B, you're a pause nerd, so it's easier there. So you time it such that you say have your slugs be in the weapons room, shoot the missile, run out of the weapons room to pull the pilot so they're more likely to get hit and be unable to dodge because you pulled the pilot, I guess. Yeah, I don't remember talking about using that strat on Slug B. Man. It's remarkable. Yeah, remarkable that I don't remember, I guess. Where am I going? Am I going into shields? Probably... Yes. Maybe we can practice that here. This layout seems not that great for this. This. Okay, yeah, that's quite good. That's really strong. That pulls the pilot, so their dodge goes down to potentially 0 if they don't have level 2 piloting. Well, I know how to do it, I just didn't know I should be doing it for some reason. Rand's getting to the point where he has literally forgotten more about this game than you have learned. I guess so, I don't know. No, oh, the thing that Hollow does is remarkable. Remarkable about Hollow's micros, he individually selects the 2 crews, they leave the room at the same time. Wow, that is remarkable. There's no way I could do that. Does he use F keys or hotkeys to select his crew? That might be the way he does that better. I don't quite understand how you do that with this. Just have robotic micro that he has. He's part robot, part NG, yeah. You're not sure? You can do it with hotkeys. You think he clicks and drags, which is insane to you, yeah. Okay. He damage it. He can run. That. Keep it safe. We were fine with the repair there, but I just wanted to make sure. Okay. He can repair his weapons. I need to breach the weapons, and I might. What run is this? First of the streak, because we just lost on this ship. To apparently my bad micro. Or, I don't know, it wasn't micro so much as not using the right strategy. Forgetting or not knowing about a strategy I should be doing on this ship. From relaxing FTL is just what you need. Well, I'm glad it's relaxing for you. Technically, using the hotkeys is way better since you can use the mouse for targeting instantly. Yeah. That's another thing I could definitely improve on, is using hotkeys to select crew. But I have so many other things to work on, I'm still putting that off. Like, just remembering to use strategies like this. The difference between a beginner and a master is that the master has failed more times than the beginner has tried. This guy cannot damage us. And he has no clone bay or heal bay, so we're just going to wait for the artillery to kill the Zoltan shield. You wonder if playing on the Steam Deck would make no pause more or less of a challenge. I mean, are you playing with... Steam Deck is the one that you're like using little joysticks, right? I'm sure that's way harder. I can't imagine that being easier. I know that I've heard of people playing hard mode no pause on iPad, which is, you know, move your finger around and select things. Can't imagine doing that or the joystick thing. Your idea for best strategy for FTL is maximum effort plus ludicrous speed plus a wonka scrumptious plus self-detonate everywhere you go. You'll win every time. Okay. And use the shogi strat apparently. Okay, so do this so we can 2v1 this guy for very long. But I'm actually gonna swap. Actually no, he's just gonna kill him and we'll be 2v1 then. FTL on Steam Deck is hard. Positioning beams takes multiple seconds. Yeah, that sounds really difficult. Steam Deck does have joysticks, but it also has twin touchpads and can use Steam inputs radial menus. Okay. And I have no idea. I'm lucky you were not here to criticize. What, me for when we lost? We can watch the VOD like Britnoff did. He told me. The strat I should have been using that would have kept me from losing the run. Empty jump. Ah, 2 shields, heal bay, 3 laser shots in Sector 2. What a bullshit overpowered ship. Okay, well, he doesn't have doors. So, farthest room from piloting has engines, but it's a 4-person room. So maybe I start in O2, then go to engines, maybe? I was late on that. Okay. not the greatest dolphin flip, but we got there. Did we take damage that fight? I don't think we did. I think we had just enough dodges, or the weapons did not time out well enough for us. I would have been mad at you once again. Well, I cursed it Britain off, so I need to learn to control my temper when I lose at video games. It's really hard for me. They were doorless, a deadly mistake. That's right. Okay, alright, 106 scrap. We have a great amount of scrap. If I could find a store with, I don't know, resultant shield bypass, kind of the only thing we're really looking for. We had a friendly post-loss discussion. That's totally what it was. And totally not me cursing at chat. Do I dive for a store? No, I'm not set up to. Ancestor Nebula. Swearing because you're mad when you're looking for your genuine input is not unfriendly. Well, it is the way I did it. I was... I'll see here. Do I want Mantis fights? I could have a scrap recovery arm. Boarding against Mantis with my double Mantis. I think we get more scrap here. Okay, instant store is probably good. What do we want here? When do we get rid of Mercy Respirators? Once we get a weapon that can kill auto scouts? Or once we get hacking? How long are we keeping this? You've kept it the entire game before. If we were to pull this thing off in July, you wouldn't be surprised if I quit streaming forever. No. Hitting partner would be the beginning of my real streaming career. I instantly go to the store. Kind of want to check up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that too greedy? 7, 8. How desperate are we to go to a store? There could be a second store, right? 1 to 2. Looking for a resultant shield bypass, right? Store could have hacking, that's true. We could just get hacking. I can't afford it, so... Is this the first run of a new streak? Yes. Because I literally just lost on this ship. No hacking. No weapons. Is there another store? There's not. What you meant was after 2 weeks FTL in a row, I'll probably never want to look at PC again. Well, my plan is to go about 3 to 3.5 weeks in July and then take a break and hope that I have gotten the 75 average viewers per stream for the month, which is the last thing I'm lacking. So, we'll just have to see. I'm hoping a break afterwards would mean I wouldn't quit streaming forever. By the way, I looked at the game. You gifted me that game yesterday, right? Ramses yesterday, the day before. I looked at it. That does look really cool. I might have to... I don't know if I'm going to stream it, but I at least want to check it out. Soon. Damn, I was hoping I'd stop them from boarding at all. Damn. So dead. Really need you to go over there so I can not have to fight you with an NG anymore. Please. Okay. I guess you'll probably get him low enough he'll run back, right? There we go. Alright, well, we're getting free crew. That's nice. Sorry. Well, I'm gonna say sorry, silly device. You know what? You're not silly device. I actually should have... I'm gonna have silly device be on sensors and have this other crew that we had good at weapons. Ooh, bad story, yeah. Wall World, yeah, that looked pretty interesting. The Wall World game actually looked pretty interesting. I'm going to save your position there, but I'm going to have you start. Is that what I'm going to do? I think so. Let's get Monsvik as our good luck, hopefully. Good luck silly device with fighting training. Can you be a Mantis? Sure thing, X7 Tech. I think I have one available. On a side note, Tesco, the supermarket you use, had a special offer on their cheap store brand pizzas, 5 for 4. But when they picked them for delivery, they didn't have enough of their store brand, and their policy is when we don't have what was ordered, we give the customer a better deal. So you got 5 really nice pizzas for the price of 4 store brand cheap pizzas. Nice. It's a nice bonus deal there. Probably no reason to move those guys back and forth there. Well, now the game's just trying to make up for my bad play, I guess. Free Burst Laser 2. Yeah, I guess I'll take that. I guess I'll take it. Best gun. Have an inside man in Tesco tell you what things they're out of stock of and then order that. An inside man is an inside job. ... profit. It's a great weapon. It's pretty good. Alright, so now the question is, do I get this online, or my main goal is still hacking, so I probably just don't instantly get 2 weapon power. I probably still look for a store. Because we want hacking, we want Zoltan Shield bypass for phase 3 of the boss. But we can... Probably still want this powered, because of killing clone baits. If they have like 1 shield, I'll swap. How much thou hoist, bro? Is that like saying, do you even lift, bro? Let's see here. So piloting's on the left side, so we want to board over here and go back and forth between O2 and engines. And I have to do this because the doors. Well, he dodged. Damn it, I failed. Okay. NG boarding party to finish then. An ion bomb, eh? Wow. I'm gonna run out of missiles really fast here. If I keep using breach bomb, it looks like. If you have an inside man, that person probably gets a discount anyway, right? Yeah. First step to gaming the system is believing that you can game the system. Okay. So I've seen 1 store, so we might not see a 2nd store. NG boarding while the Mantis is on repair duty. I know. It's premium min-maxing FTL gameplay right here. You just hit 100 hours in FTL, and exactly at this point you finally unlocked the last ship. Nice, scrats. I'm going to buy 6 fuel, because we're a boarding ship that apparently can't get fuel. RNG seems more merciful this time. I mean, just this one little change in my boarding strat. I don't know how I could have forgotten something this effective. I honestly don't remember ever doing this on any two-person boarding ship. And my brain must just be breaking. Because surely I've done this before. 7, 6, 5. Just don't know how I don't remember doing this. Last boarding ship was low fuel to start, then ended with like 40 fuel. You remember that run? Surely. I know, right? Surely. Surely I've done this before. You haven't, Rand. And stop calling everyone Shirley. Okay, bomb, no heal bay, so I'm going to... So, oh, this is gonna... Upgraded doors means... what? I feel like I want to get his bomb offline before I do anything. Oh my god, that's exactly what I was afraid of. I did only one person move. Oh my god. Okay, it's fine. We're actually protected from losing crew because I just moved a guy into the thing here. The ion bombs, my clone bay, we move Sultan. It's fine. Fine. Everything's fine. It's not fine. It's... My weapons being offline and his weapons being fixed. You, I heal for 16. Yeah, you'll be at 99 health. I'm gonna not refresh you. Wait out the bomb. I mean, I could have moved the Zoltan into the clone bay, so that's why I thought it was after I saw that it was an ion bomb. How TF do you know it doesn't have a heal bay without even looking at the insides? Can you see behind my head, right here? Sometimes when you see a ship, you'll see their systems at the bottom, right there. My head was probably covering it up, though, so you might not have seen that or noticed it. That is some sick pattern recognition. I mean, sometimes you can kind of tell that against certain ships, like the slug ship that's called the coffin ship never has a heal bay. This ship, if it's the one that's one across like that, often doesn't have a heal bay either, although sometimes it has one on the bottom right. But you will learn to recognize a lot of that stuff if you keep playing. So I'm looking for hacking. I'm going to do weapon value. Power. God. I'm going to do actually 3 things there. Use the ion bomb if needed. You were thinking wait out the bomb before we knew what it was. Oh, okay, yeah. Pry it open. We have clone bay. Alright, do I care about shield training on a human? Remind you of the streak count. 0. It was 6 before this ship that just killed us on the last run. Currently a streak of 0. Spoiler alert. Lanius also never have a med bay. It's good to know. I want to refresh my crew, but I don't want to hang out in the solar flare while I do it, so... Good, we got a store to get some extra healing. Field training is irrelevant on a human. Only venting training matters. True. True. Wow, cloaking. I need hacking, sir. Do I need to buy missiles here? No weapons and no hacking. These have been some really crappy stores. I feel like I might need to buy bombs. If you win this run off the save file, does this count as a win? Well, I'm not running. This is not off the save file. I've restarted this ship, Zombie Shop. We did the review of playing that run that I lost, and then I went back and started a new run. Think I should buy some bombs. Buy 3. I can sell Mercy Respirators for hacking if we get it from a random jump. You AFK for that? Yeah. This is not the same run. Home bay. And doors. Shot my own crew, but we got the clone bay down, so it's a bit of a sketchy fight there. That was really good weapons. Somebody set up us the bomb. What? Okay. I'd rather have breach plus burst laser. It's an old code, sir, but it checks out. Okay, that must be a meme that I don't recognize. I will sell... I want hacking, but I don't have it yet. I will sell 3. Oh, Slug Home Nebula, I guess? Which could be a potential forced abandoned 5. All your base are belong to us. Oh, is it from that same game? Is there an early store? There's not. Need level 202. Man, not being able to hack against slugs, I feel like it's gonna make for some hard slug fights. What is this video? Ah, okay. All your base are belong to us. There must be other parts, other weird language, English in that. What happened? What happened where? Okay, so this is the one where if we crew kill, we actually get higher rewards, I believe. So, wow, that is very isolated. Let's check like 1 or 2 jumps for stores down here. Then we got to go around. This is not a bad dive. What happened is also from that video. That is a properly ancient meme that predates you moving to the UK, and you'll hit 20 years here this year. Wow. He has a heal bay. 3 heavy lasers. No doors, so he's gonna have a lot of crew. So we board here. I think I have to board a second time here. We're just gonna have too many crew. Good dodges. We just go 4-man gear now. Okay. Nobody's in here, right? Okay, good. Right, we got some missiles there. Okay, that was a good fight. You guys. Your favorite UK meal is the bread sandwich. It's a real classic. Bread sandwich sounds delicious. Bread on bread with no flavor or anything. It's amazing. Crisp sandwiches are a legit thing in the UK. What are crisps? Crisps for you are like potato chips, right? Just put potato chips. They're not fries, because for you, Fries are chips. So that must be what we call chips. Potato chips. Yeah, okay. Alright, there is a store there. Let's do one more jump in the store. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Okay, we can get a couple other gems too if we want. What if it's really good bread? Wearing radiation. I hate this event. Okay, he's got mind control. Jesus Christ. Free hacking, free boarding, plus mind control. Okay, at least the person he's mind controlling is good for us. Okay, can I board and crew kill this? This doesn't counteract that, right? No, it doesn't. So... run around a little bit here. Run you into shields, and you don't die. Don't die. God. Okay. I hate that effing event. I hate that event. You make your own bread due to food allergies. Have I ever tried real rye bread? I don't think I have. That's a basic laser. We can be immune to damage by breaching mind control. Okay. Which I think I did that. Well played. Thank you, Doc Cruz. Appreciate that. Okay, that was me being greedy before a store, so let's just go to the store. I really should probably have Breach 2 plus Burst Laser up right now. I'm looking for hacking. Golden Shield Bypass. These are some really trash tier stores, man. No backup battery, no hacking. Probably get Hole Laser though, right? You didn't eat any wheat for 10 months in 2021. You wouldn't believe the amount of fart after I had one piece for rye bread. Weird sentence, but I think I know what you're saying. Bonsai Bacon, thank you for the follow. Okay. If I do that, go like that or swap to the Breach. You're eating Karelian pasta and boiled eggs with butter. Google it. I need to buy drone parts. I still don't have hacking, so not yet. Weird to me that I have not sold these emergency respirators yet, but I guess I wouldn't be buying anything for it. I really think I want to sell this ion bomb. It's a 1-power weapon. I'm gonna not sell it. So let's count this out. Here in, do I get 9 here with 4 nebula jumps? I don't know. I don't think so, and I don't really have an efficient way of doing. Well, 1, 2, 3, 7. Let's just be safe and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, quest, 8, dive. Let's just do that. Do I use Hole Laser for hitting systemless parts or at all? Or is that too much of a risk? Sometimes, not often. Big giant missile heavyweight. I usually hit like weapons to get weapons offline. You wonder if there's an FTL mod where you beam a map of Baba's you to the enemy ship while they're trying to figure it out. You teleport in, conk them over the head, and before they are knocked out, they thank you for easing their suffering. Okay. Ah, it's a big giant missile with 3 shields, so I have to get... I'm gonna actually let him board me first. Do this and then board him. Perfect. And I might not need to use a bomb if I use a second cruise, actually. Maybe there's another way to do it, but well. Is the human named yet? This one here is not. Do you want to be this vented human? I mean, totally not vented yet. Actually, our pilot human is not named either. How much are we healing for? 16. You love being a space human, okay. You lost around 20 pounds not eating wheat for 10 months. Nice. I think that's what you said. I stopped drinking soda years ago, and I think that helped me. I don't know if it actually made me lose weight or not, but I started working out then, too. That was probably a major part of it. I didn't know that wheat was a thing that could cause, like, weight gain or anything like that. Or help with weight loss. Cutting out wheat. Wheat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Could be a store over there. I need to save enough for hacking. I have stuff to sell. Carbs are bad, okay. Well, from, you know, when I was working out, I was always told to do an equal part carbs, protein. I think carbs are just always bad, are they? Too much carbs? I mean, yeah, too much of anything is bad. That is a fire bomb. Did start a double fire. Okay, empty room, that's good. Let's get that firebomb offline, then we're going to bring these guys back to kill the other dude. And I can auto-fire this for weapon training. Speaking of training, done training on this ship. I feel like I haven't had a great ship to do training on. Replacing all your drinking with water is an easy way to greatly improve one's health. Yeah, yeah. That's what I did way back when. Weed doesn't have calories, but it makes you want to have calories. Carb equals bad is a fad. Cutting back on bread was one of the things you did when you had to lose 75 to 80 pounds, along with cutting out every drink that wasn't water or tea. There's a huge difference between workout diet and weight loss diet. That's true, that's true. That is very true. Yeah, carb equals carbohydrate. So like breads. What are the main sources of carbohydrates? Like breads, pastas. Carbs are in a lot of things. Alright, so our main goal is hacking, man. Okay, intruders on board. Over here, okay. I want to take this fight. I kind of just want to vent these guys. Kind of what I want to do. Oh, that's nice. Thanks for coming in this room. You can't outrun a bad diet. It's true, and that's kind of my main issue why I'm probably not in the shape I want to be, is because I just don't very well at all. If I upgrade this, how much healing do we get? 25. You know, I can still afford hacking. I still don't see a store. I'm going to do this for protection and more healing per jump. Potatoes, carbs, are carbs and potatoes? I think so. Ignore Slocknog, rescue Slocknog. And you are going to be my pilot. So El Nub Nub, thanks for nothing. I mean, thanks for everything. You've been great. You've been great. More complex, what, carbs ones are usually more beneficial. Beneficial are only the ones you can't digest. Everything else gets broken down into sugar. Yeah. Once you had boarders, was feeling lazy, so you just opened all the doors in your ship. The boarders then ran across the deoxygenated ship to destroy your clone bay. Yeah. Yep, sounds about right. And they just keep wanting to buy my missiles. Alright, okay, at least we do get a store here. I could not dive if I just go to the store, but I do want this quest, so... I'm into the dive, let's do it. You want to be the slug flip mode? Wham Bam Bowl called it, but I don't think Wham Bam Bowl is here, so okay. Wait a second, no. I'm sorry, you can't be the slug. There's somebody who very specifically asked to be the Slocknog. Salad bucket. Sorry. We get Slocknog so very rarely that Salad Bucket asks specifically for this one slug, so I have to do that. I apologize, but that was one that I forgot that I had. I had a chance to vent Grima, true. Remember, the Clone Bay catches fire, has a direct vent. A lot of people miss it, it's true. We forget that sometimes. Okay, so this is the one where we've engaged the pirate and crew kill him. We actually get better rewards. So, he has a heal bay. Double ion mini beam. I need to do it without triggering the second part of the fight, though. Oh, crap. That's not what I meant to do, but there we go. We got a higher reward there. A little bit of miss micro. Never punished. Your body needs sugar to function, though. People just eat way too much of it. Processed food is the worst. Immune to damage. Send the Zoltans to shields. Oh, you're right. I would have been immune to damage. I would have been immune to damage if I did that. Thankfully, we dodged enough. Alright, what do you got? Still no hacking. Or backup battery. Oh my god. Or weapons, man. I guess I did get weapons earlier. How greedy do I keep being for hacking? Like really greedy, right? Wow, this feels so unlucky. We magically have no fuel, I know, right? Greed is good. And this dive feels not very good with no hacking. Still greed for hacking is only sector 4. I feel like I need to do an upgrade for this dive, though. Maybe even a teleporter upgrade? Potentially breach their weapons. Maybe I do nothing because immediate store the next sector. I need to heal. Do I never upgrade subsystems, or this ship doesn't need it? I do not upgrade subsystems all that often, unless there's a very specific reason to do it early game. I usually don't upgrade subsystems till Sector 7 or 8, because it's far more important to do things like find hacking and buy it, upgrade your weapons, find a Zoltan shield bypass for a boarding ship. A lot of other things that are far more important than upgrading subsystems earlier in the run. To know if anyone remembers our Factorio discussion, Nifrums is online and worth checking out after the stream ends. Okay, cool. He's that guy who speedruns Factorio, huh? Pretty safe, and all we get from actually killing this guy is fuel, so could just head back and leave now. He's repairing that. One shot for training potentially. This is my piloting. Okay, hit an empty room. Okay. Great, Rock Forest Homeworlds. Well, at least we have the clone bay for whatever it's called. Rock Live Mine. You're designing your endgame asteroid mining station at the moment in Factorio. Endgame asteroid mining? You can mine asteroids in Factorio now? When did they add that? When I last played, the last thing you could do is make the rocket and launch it, and make the big spider walker guy. Gotta be a space mod, right? Oh, your playthrough is modded as hell. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Free borders and insane amount of punage in an asteroid field. First ship, Force Rock, Sector 5. This is what I get. I might be dead here, honestly. I might actually need to have just both bombs online and aim them both at the weapons here. Shift 1, 4. This is a terrifying triple burst laser. Honestly, pretty good dodges there. Okay, his weapons are all offline. That's good. Not running through doors this time. This. Oh, shit. Repaired in time. I was... What the fuck? Oh, the ion bomb wore off is what happened. Fuck me. No, don't bomb my own damn ship. God damn it. Oh god. Alright, alright. Oh, Jesus. What a ridiculously insane ship. First jump sector 5. Triple burst laser 2s and an asteroid field. They're making Factorio DLC that's going to be basically Factorio 2. You're super sad about it if it ever shows up. I'll definitely have to play that on stream. I love Factorio. It's such a great game. Probably the game we played like third most besides, I don't know, like Monster Train or something on this channel, maybe? We played a lot of Auction Not Included, though. We probably played more Oni than Factorio. Factorio was great. There's the hacking. No Zoltan Shield bypass, but hacking, finally. Finally we have hacking, and somehow I only have 8 drone parts from this entire run, which I'm a little unsure of how that happened. I sold 3 drone parts once, I think. I kind of want to sell both of these to get my 3rd shield up. See, don't forget the other Satisfactory. Oh yeah, Satisfactory. We did play a lot of Satisfactory. Okay. I don't know what I've played the most, honestly. Still no backup battery. Even if I do this, I don't have power for it. About that. Value point. Level 2 hacking. Now hack weapons and board weapons. 2v1 in there. That lets us get back and forth through the doors. Solar flare fight, okay. Got his flash offline, good. That. Good. Get out before the solar flare. I do, but then I don't have my teleporter charge. Oh, no, I don't actually. I guess I don't refresh then. So our teleporter will be ready. Hack weapons, board weapons, that's the new strat called... What is this new strat? Oh, what is it called? I didn't see a question mark. Called Just Win. That's what the strat's called. Just Win, lol. Okay. Keep pressing B like I have backup battery. Got level 2 or higher clone bay. That is not good. Please. Damn it all to hell. Oh, damn it. Oh, damn it. I hate this game. Okay. Okay, can't kill my clone bay now. Alright, we win the fight anyway. Alright, so we're gonna vent these guys anyway, so let's have them start working on this. Vent you guys anyway too, I guess. Yes, it's called the Just Win strat. It's the new hotness. Remember that strat, just win. Having a hard time with FTL, just win. So easy, lol. Man, even hacking weapons, boarding weapons. I couldn't get an effing big giant missile offline. So breach missile right to the anus. Painful. Wiki says that breach missiles only have a 56% chance to breach. You feel like that is incorrect. I don't know. Apparently Mike Copley's been working on improving the wiki, so that's probably right. I thought it was like 60%, but 56 is probably right. Now it says sounds right. That's a lot of missiles. die, that would be great. Nice. Wow, they're giving me all of the free bombs here. So many free bombs. What's your shield training? Oh, you know what? I never named this NG Zoltan RPG Nerdos to do that. Only I could do things like that in Asteroid Field. Game code says breach missile has 30% chance to start fires and 8% chance of breach. You assume that 56 includes the chance that it will start fire but not breach. Probably right, so the chance of actually being 56% is 56%. Those are a lot of numbers that I will trust in chat to tell me which ones are the right ones, I guess. They cannot both start a fire and a breach, and fire is checked first. Okay. Oh, god damn it. There's, I remember to do that. Ease this a bit. I don't want him to actually go into my piloting. I just want him dented. God, I hate rock sectors. Thank you for the 8 months in a row, Tim Tam. Really appreciate that. 8 months in a row. It's amazing. 5, 4, 3, 2. Sorry if I don't sound all that amazed. It's because I'm dealing with a rough day of FTL. Every time my streak gets shut down, I feel bad. Cloaking and those weapons. And a teleporter and a clone bay. I really effing hate rock sectors. I don't have power. I don't even have enough power to have all my weapons online, Jesus. Which means I can't get your clone bay down. Unless it's level 1. Beautiful. Thank God for level 1 clone bay. Let's see. Powerless. Yes, we are kind of powerless. If by powerless you mean low on power, because that is exactly what we are. But I never saved slug on piloting, actually. Yeah. Okay. I'm powerless and backup batteryless, which is a double whammy on power. I can get a store if there's. I know there's not one here. There's one here or here. Have I seen a store this sector? I think maybe I have. I'm already running low on drone parts. Could do a weapon upgrade and get small bomb. I am Zoltan rich. True. True. I'll hold off. If I do find a store, I want to be able to get backup battery. Can we use a human to generate power? I wish. Okay. So we can get a ship fight if we do the first one. We need show them to our data suite for free stuff. I need a rock crew for something else. So this, and then hack forward weapons. The mini beam go. Oh, it's at the same time as the burst laser. There. And so still effing online. Oh man. Goddamn big giant missiles. So many crew. Man, it makes crew killing hard when I go from solar flares to ship fights and everybody's got 18,000 crew on their ship. What's up, Bilbo Saggins? Good luck, appreciate it. If venting humans isn't generating power, it probably indicates you need to vent them more. Sounds about right. Oh yeah, you can use a hamster wheel from Auction Not Included to have your humans create power. There you go. Good call. Good call. Betsy the best? Yeah, to end my streak. Well, maybe not the best. Zoltan C is actually the best for that. Still forward backup better if I do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to get the small bomb on my bar. Wonder if we could tie it to the channel. Like, what would it be repairing? Oh, a system repair drone emote? I don't know. We hardly ever use those. I feel like an NG emote with silly device or something would be better for our stream. Or we already have a vented human. I don't know. Something with mantis boarding or something. I don't know. So many missiles. Whether we're gonna win this fight, are we? Maybe. Actually, I think we do. Nice. What about an NG Manning doors emote? I don't know. Could be fixing the salt shaker, repairing a cookie, Zoltan border emote. Yeah, Zoltan border police or not enough time emote. I don't know. NG with a system repair drone on their shoulders like a small child. Okay. Dad, I wanna work the doors too. System repair drone as an NG's child. It's pretty funny. Hollow might sue you if you try any NG emotes. Oh, does Hollow already claim all NG? He is an NG. Alright, well we do get a store, which is good because I need to repair and I probably need to buy drone parts. Oh my gosh, and it's got all the good weapons. Hey, those emergency respirators I sold are here. Final weapon system. Burst laser 2, flak 1, whole laser 1, breach. Sounds good. Expensive, but... parts, we need them. Time to vent Hollow. He's an NG, you can't vent him. You can only vent humans. It's the rule. That is the rule. Power for 2 drone parts. I just spent scrap on drone parts. Civilian sector is good. Come watch Rand get jebaited again by mysterious flak. Don't really have the scrap for it, but repair arm's kind of legit on Fed seat. It takes so much scratch damage. Yes, you can't get cloaking if we're gonna get hacking. Immediate store, I think we just have to ignore. It's 2 scrap. They're just pirates. So in order to get the weapons, 75. Actually, I really need backup battery, and that is just enough to get backup battery. So I'm going to check the store literally just for backup battery. Another exit beacon and a nebula, so the potential dive. Beautiful. Didn't even look at page 2 in case I was jebaited by another flak. 2 scrap gets me nothing. Right. Alright, we got our backup battery. Our systems are done, thank God. Definitely worth, definitely worth. He's got clone bay, he's got hacking. 4 crew. Okay, hacks that. Okay, Clone Bay is dead. Get any kills there. Okay, double fire in there is amazing. Okay, it's meant to board again, but it's fine. I meant to board again. I just forgot I was supposed to board again. Good fight. His weapons were thankfully pretty weak. Destroy it for free stuff. Guaranteed stuff is better than potential stuff. You'll heal, you will not. Battery's sole purpose was for you to pick it up at that store. Well, I approve of this purpose. Alright, chat, can you all help me remember, next time I play a 2-person boarding ship, safety dance strats. We need to do safety dance strats, so I don't just insta-lose the run the first time we have a bad fight. Can you all help me remember, because I'm gonna forget. I'm gonna forget, because confirmation bias, forget emote, or command, I forget all the things. So I need chat to be my memory for me. Safety dance is where you board in a room, then you move to another room, and it makes the crew shift around so you can 2v1 more often. Rub the backup battery for 3 wishes. Okay. You all help me remember if you can. What am I doing next? I want a weapon upgrade. I'll need power with that anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and just get the power first. Safety dance. Command, yes. That's some. Okay, so we're gonna hack his weapons because it also, well, this will also keep him from being able to get into the heal bay quickly. Wow, that was ridiculous dodges. Okay, well now we can't dodge anything, so. That is my clone bay just hit. I need him to not hit that again or we're screwed. Okay. Okay. I will end you repair party. Wow, that was really fast repairs. Okay. We'll win this fight. Just need them both to be in here and locked in. I don't want to accidentally shoot the ship and kill it. Then we don't get the crew kill rewards. Which is a human and low scrap. Well, I sure wish I hadn't got that reward. Alright, Grima, you signed up for it. Here you go. Well done. Congratulations on this, the day of your daughter's venting. And you actually have full weapon training, so I'm gonna put you on weapons. Space! Gonna name you the human. Alright, I can't do it in an asteroid field. I'll try to do it after. I'll try to remember to do it after sometime soon. The AI sends another crew to fight you in the room you're entering before it moves the crew busy fighting the room you're leaving. Why board away from the pilot? Oh, okay, yeah. For not to explain that. Okay. Got a missile. By changing rooms, you cycle between the AI crew and they need to walk there from piloting. Yeah. Always appreciate when you name me as a human before venting me, but this works too. Oh, you wanted to be that one. Grima had already claimed that one, so. Alright, if I hack your piloting, shoot your weapons. That guarantees getting the missile off. Okay. It wasn't guaranteed because it didn't time out perfectly like it was supposed to. Okay. I love it when enemy drones face tank my shots for free dodges. My favorite. Or for free damage reduction. Okay, now we can't dodge. Getting low on drone parts again. Well, I guess I'm glad I didn't give some away for power. That's a nice double reward, though. If you look on YouTube for FTL Safety Dance, you think Twinge had the original video on it. Nice. You always appreciate. Okay. Alright, so Bilbo wanted to be the human, although you wanted to be the vented human, but I'll make you one that's not actually vented. Okay. Alright, so am I looking for a store right now? I just want to get the weapon online, so probably not looking for the store. Although Zoltan Shield bypass, we do still need that, and we have a boarding drone to sell, so yes, we are looking for a store. Just be sure to vent you before the flagship. Make sure you don't end up on the credits. I make no promises. Damn it, cloaking missile. What a really, really good weapon setup this guy has. Please don't missile my weapons before I can even get a shot off. Fuck you, FTL. I'm saying FU FTL a lot today. Why is that? Oh, I know why. Because we're playing this stupid, ridiculously terrible ship. Frickin' Fed C, man. You're trying to reenact Rogue One. Where everybody dies at the end? Spoiler alert? Wait, you're supposed to say the spoiler before you say the spoiler. Whoopsie. The new curse in FTL. Hey, human vent. Okay. The Fed in Fed C stands for fed up. Yeah. Yeah. Fed up with this game and life in general. But mainly this game. So, how do I go about actually getting any extra jumps here? I get 7 if I go through one nebula. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Dive. 6, 7. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Let's go for that. Never a fan of everyone dies ending, so thanks for the warning. Well, Rogue One is honestly probably the best Star Wars movie since the original trilogy, probably. Is that true? Unless you actually like the prequels, which some people out there probably do. 5, 6. Slug B is definitely better than Fed C, you think? Manually search, we got Clone Bay. 4 damage, 23 scrap. Probably not sure if that's worth it this late, but what you gonna do? You don't know why people like Rogue One? I mainly like it because Donnie Yen's pretty awesome. That was all joke. Okay. The rest of the movie, I'm like, but you have basically a wannabe Jedi martial artist. That's cool enough. That's enough for me to enjoy that little part of it. I don't love everything else about it, but the fact that I can say that makes it the best movie since the original trilogy says more about what other movies have come out than anything else, I think. 1, 2. Oh, we don't even dive, I don't think. Oh, because Slugby has an Artemis. That's why it's better than this ship. Okay, I can see that. It doesn't have Fedzy's ridiculous problems of taking endless damage early. If that's all it takes, yeah, that's all it takes for me. I mean, it's why I like the Ip Man movies. Donnie Yen's pretty awesome. What we do here is we let that fire, then we do that. We can desync the weapons, and it still effing hits us because we have a goddamn Combat 2 drone here. What? Okay. Quest marker, a mantis. Alright, Bilbo Saggins. Thanks for all you've done and all the hard work. Alright, so now I want one of these NGs in there, and it can't be Silly Device, it's gotta be Caldwell, so this guy will be our secondary border. Space! So long since you watched Rogue One, you don't remember a lot? Only the monk being cool? Yeah, that's Donnie Yen, whose name is Chirrut Imwe, I think. And I only know that because I named one of my characters in City of Heroes after him. Thank you for the 200 bits, Mr. Breadbats. Star Trek better than Star Wars. Oh gosh, used to I'd take offense to that, but honestly, with the Star Wars movies the last couple of years, I can't really argue with that. Main thing to remember from Rogue One is the terrible soundtrack. You watched Andor, it's a good show, you still can't bring yourself to like that character. Alright, what should I do? I should upgrade my dodges, I guess. And we're going into Sector 7, so I should get Clone Bay. I mean, hacking. You finish watching Andor at some point? The 5 episodes you saw are really good. I need to do that with Moon Knight, because I watched most of it but never finished it. Okay, that's gonna Clone Bay. Try to not use a drone part here. Wow. Wow, those dodges. Calm me down is good. Flare, not as good. Huh, they're not gonna fight off my borders while there's fires in their ship, huh? Let's go like this. Oh god, now I gotta invent an NG, huh? Sorry, Stelly. Although, do you have better weapon training than this guy? No, you have shield and piloting. Oh, and I forgot to... Hold on a sec. Before I do that, I keep forgetting to do this. RPG, here you go. keep forgetting to do this. You claimed it and I keep forgetting. Now I gotta actually wait for my teleporter to come back up. Damn, I think I might take another solar flare then. Star Trek is different, not better. That's the diplomatic way of saying it. I actually kind of like both. I like both. Or maybe it'd be better to say, I like some Star Treks better than some Star Wars. And vice versa. Is that how you say that? Vice versa? I think you say vice versa. Don't forget the clone bay and shields are directly ventable on the ship. Oh, thank you. Yep, I did forget. I could have just instantly vented the shields. NGs can be vented. Time for Holo is running short. Star Trek conflict should be a very light seasoning, whereas with Star Wars, it's in the title. What's up, Jacob J. Keys? That's your opinion as someone who likes all the Star Wars shows. Star Trek Picard was a hot mess. Well, what I've been hearing from my friend who loves it is that Season 2 was bad, but Season 2 is amazing. But she is a huge Trekkie, or at least she loves the original Star Trek Next Generation. She said the third season's really good. Picard Season 1 is mid, Season 2 is trash, Season 3 is really good. That lines up with what she said. Oh my gosh, that was a lot of dodges. Okay, well his weapons, speaking of trash, are a little trash. You were considering watching Star Trek, but not sure where to even start. Next Generation, I think, is by most people considered the best Star Trek. Season 2 is bad and amazing. From what I've heard, Season 2 is just bad, but Season 3 is good. Of Star Trek Picard. Third season, honestly, is not good. It's just a big fan service. Storyline's still bad. Well... God, these dodges. Season 1 of Next Generation is rough, but it's a good show. You're one of the few that likes Voyager. Sad panda, huh? Just fan service? I mean, that's what some people call, like, some of the Star Wars movies. I feel like that word is sometimes overused, or the term fan service, so... I don't know, maybe it's... I don't know, I haven't seen any of them, so I'm no judge of Star Trek Picard. I'm going completely off of what my friend has told me. Deep Space Nine is actually the Star Trek I think I watched the most. Because I think that was in the 90s, and I actually watched that some. And apparently some of the characters from Deep Space Nine, like Odo and maybe one or two others, is in Season 3 of Picard. People love that they got all the original cast back together and brought the original Enterprise D back. Tell me that's not fan service. That's pretty fan service. But is the writing really that bad? Like Star Wars sequels are what you get when you're terrified of any fan service whatsoever. I think they were terrified of the fan service in that? I'm not sure I understand that. To me, the Star Wars sequels are what you get when you have no overarching vision for what you want your movie to be. When you have 2 different directors and 20,000 different writers. Actually, I don't know how many writers there were, but... I should have hacked the piloting. I hope I get this First Laser 3 offline. Nice. Fan service, making things the fans enjoy watching. How dare they? That's right. Robert Picardo is a gem. What is that? I feel like that's a reference to something that I don't get. You struggle to go back to watch Next Generation because Deanna Troi is beyond irritating as a character for you. You love yourself some DS9 though. Everything after Return of the Jedi has been crap until Andor. Well, from what I've heard, the Clone Wars cartoons are good. So are you excluding the Clone Wars cartoons? I haven't seen them. Star Season 3 has a mediocre plot, but all the characters are really on point, which is why it was satisfying. Unlike making Luke an old a-hole for some reason. Yeah. Yeah, making Luke an old a-hole is the opposite of fan service. That's saying F you to the fans. That's what, even though Rian Johnson calls it, subverting expectations. Luke and Leia were clearly not intended to be siblings in that scene where they kissed on the lips. True. True. Well, let's not go to Abandoned Seventh. It is a silly place. I love when John Spock says, look at this cool hand sign. Okay. May the spork be with you. I love that line. It's my favorite line in Star Trek Wars. What am I doing? I'm looking for Dalton Shield bypass at a store. You invented an air freshener that you can control with your mind. It makes sense when you think about it. Yes, you did tell us that one before. Advanced tacking gives us stuff to sell. Repair and a reactor. The cartoons and animated show are really good for Star Wars. I probably need to watch those eventually. Robert Picardo, doesn't he play the hologram doctor? I don't think so, Serial Eater. I don't think so. They just kissed. Are we winning yet? Maybe. So far, a pretty empty NG sector so far. Okay. I'm actually going to go here to see if there's a store up here and then go down. Is it an unpopular opinion to like Star Wars Rebels over Star Wars Clone Wars? I don't know, I haven't seen either, so... Wow, that is a lot of quest markers. I don't think I can get all these, so let's get this store and then decide what's after that. Feels a little late for long-range scanners. Not too late for advanced FTL navigation, though. I forget what these quests are now. I know I literally just got that quest, but... Get this for Sector 8. How much fuel do I need to get out of this sector? Exactly 6 is what we have. Do I need drone parts? I'm going to get one long-range... one repair station. I don't think we will. 1, 2, 3, and we can see if there's a store at any of those jumps. I think that one was the Fed base, which has a chance to be nothing. Is that right? You need like level 3 sensors to guarantee. I can't remember. Let's just do one jump and see what we're looking at here. I was hoping I'd be able to do some upgrades after this. 4 shields, double ion, triple energy. This isn't too late. Okay, got some weapons offline. I might need my double Zoltans in the shields, but... It's too late on that. Damn it, I can't finish this fight. Yep, there's... my shield's back up, hopefully. And a double fire in my piloting. Thanks, FTL. Repair burst. Okay, only 1 damage there, not too bad. Fed base can be nothing, and sensors prevents that, but it's only one option out of 4 or 5, and the others aren't affected by sensor upgrade. Okay. Thank you for that reminder. I'm still debating if I'm going to go that way or not. Because we have a distressed and a quest down right, I think. I'm thinking I go 1, 2, because I think I actually have a higher chance for store down here. Yeah, since I don't see a store up here. Actually, 1, 2, 3. Could almost get both quests, but not quite. There's a store here. I would have to dive for it. There's a store here. I can go 1, 2, 3, 4. There could be a store here. Yeah. I am looking for a store because Zoltan Shield Bypass would still be very useful. I should refresh it. Both of the Star Wars cartoons started out as kid shows. True, first season Clone Wars is janky. Well, we're definitely not ending earlier like I thought we would today with the frickin' death by Fed B of this streak. I mean Fed C. Frickin' Fed C. But hey, with this new streak, if we win this, at least we'll have this ship out of the way. Which I had some really good ships out of the way on the last run, so it's kind of sad. Oh, crap. I don't want to kill you. Good. And I'm still venting you. Sorry, bro. Poor Mantis. What have I done to you? So rude. Give them nothing and you feel no fear. You printed off a list of really corny jokes and pinned them to the bulletin board at work for people to take. They were terrible puns. Terrible. If Wham Bambola were here, he'd really appreciate that. And if Shogi or Pie Boy around, they would approve it. So congratulations. You felt Clone Wars had to do a lot of work cleaning up the prequels while Rebels got to be more of its own thing. You know, I'm going to do some value points here. I don't know if any of those will be blue options, but I'm going to want those anyway. So you're biased in favor of the more OG era stuff, though. Okay, that was a nice 69 scrap. Best amount of scrap. Nice, we don't even have to dive for the store. Alright, Zoltan Shield Bypass. Probably our last chance for it. Damn. Good weapons, but I kind of just want to do this and have Breach Bomb for the boss fight. Bad Batch and The Mandalorian now are trying their best to clean up the sequels. Good luck with that. I don't think I care about anything else here. Booster, not a terrible idea. Oh, shield charge booster? That's right, we don't have cloaking. And you know what? I was thinking about the weapons, but we don't have cloaking we need for shield for phase 2 of the boss fight. Are we in Star Wars sequel hate mode? You're here for it. Yeah, we're always in that mode. I feel like if I get shield charge booster, I might not be able to get my weapons and my shields up. I might not be able to get my shields and my weapons up anyway. And I might be swapping between Hull and Breach instead. You've been in that mode since 2017, that's right. By cleanup, you mean they push heavily to establish clone Palpatine is always the plan. Let me see what's at the exit beacon before I do anything else here. There's only one galactic conflict you're interested in these days, and it's Rands. Aw, how nice. Alright, well, perfect amount of fuel. Get to Sector 8 and then get to 10 free fuel. I hope I get one repair, and my gosh, is that far away from the base. Oh, man. Okay, let's get the engine first. Next is shields. Last will be weapon value point, I think. We need level 4 shields for phase 2 of the boss with no cloaking. All right, we need to crew kill, otherwise it's not enough time. Missile. And I meant to shoot weapons, but then I had guys in the weapons and... Oh my effing god. Give me some effing dodges, you effing game. This guy's defense is ridiculous. 4 shields, shield drone, defense drone Mark II. Effing video game right now here. Oh my god, 0 dodges on the missiles. Okay, at least we got our scrap. Holy shit, was that a 4 shield? No, it was a 3 shield, defense drone Mark II, Zoltan shield drone with missiles and a flak. Jesus. What an insane defensive build. Bad Batch is good in terms of quality. Think you need to like the characters for it not to be just another Star Wars show. Bad Batch. I've not heard of that at all. Is that Clone Wars era thing or cartoon thing? Oh, I don't think I'm gonna get any repair stations. Alright, we should have just enough drone parts, but... God damn it, FTL. It's the Clone Wars continuation. What's up, Real Rock B? Good luck, appreciate it. Not even like an efficient way to get to this repair station. God, I just took 8 damage from a single fucking missile, man. I need to hack weapons every time. I need to stop hacking shields and crap. I just need to hack weapons. Every effing time. This effing game. No effing weapons allowed. Okay, good. Here. That's the crew kill. Oh, this human really refuses to come fight us in the shield room. Scrap gains have been pretty good so far this sector. The repair stations, not so much. Maybe Leia had emergency CGI respirators. Hey, there's the unicorn store. And also turned into Superwoman. The only other reason she could float in space, fly in space, right? Animated show, yes. Post-Order 66 about a commando squad of mutated clones that have special abilities like greater strength, intellect, etc. Interesting. That was a lot of fires on that ship. Yes, it was. Strangely, well, no, yeah, strangely, only burst laser 2 of my weapons can start fires too, which is crazy. Alright, well, let's see what the store is, I guess. And then, with advanced FTL navigation, I probably should beeline it for the base after that. Because I can go back to the store if needed. You can survive in vacuum if you exhale. Really? Can you? Okay, the repair station is still up. Get the force shield. I'm gonna still get the repair station, even though it makes for potential dive stuff I have to do. No, I'm not gonna repair. I'm gonna go to the repair station. Okay, good. I might not have to dive. I do want level 3 teleporter too. Out warm is a tauntaun stomach, lukewarm. Oh, God. Okay, scan of the area, very nice. Hack weapons because he has missiles, but he has hacking. Okay. No defensive drones. Okay, no clone bay. Good dodges. Okay. Missile, not allowed to fire. Beautiful. You guys are going to be vented anyway, so work on that breach. Really want to vent anybody else, but... Go. For like a minute, but you will get severe radiation burns if you're in sunlight. What are we talking about? Flying in space or something? You want to see if you can time out a bot. No, I don't want to mess with that. Went to the zoo this weekend, but they only had one dog there. It was truly a Shih Tzu. Okay. Okay. 110 scrap. This and this, actually. I can back up battery, the level 3 teleporter. Yes, I think that's what I want. It means I'm not getting value point and weapons. Am I okay with that? I think I'm okay with that. Phase 1, we're going to do this. Are we going to hack weapons? I mean, hack missiles? Do we have a good enough build to fully crew kill everybody even though we don't have Zoltan's shield? I'm not sure. Always hack missiles? Probably. It's probably right. Damn it. Damn it, I didn't power this. Ah, double combat drones, holy crap. Yeah, don't dodge everything, please. Oh, god damn, he blocked it with his effing face. You know what, I probably don't do this fight now. If this hits, I'm out. He missed, okay. Okay, that's down. Okay, okay. That was a big old missile? Yes, it was. He has a value point in shields with 4 shields. Okay. There we go. Now we're safe. I did take 1 damage from something. Huh. Maybe his drones got through with the laser or something. Currently do have a store to run back to at some point if we need to. Oh, the boarding drone killed our O2 last time, you're right. With our sensors hacked, I didn't get in there in time. Didn't even try to get in there in time, honestly. How much effing dodge percent do you have? Because his missile's about to come back online. Jesus. How long does it take for something to repair with hacking? It's like some ridiculous 2 or 3 minutes, right? And that has happened with how many effing dodges this ship has. Jeez, us, man. Cannot believe we took damage that fight. That wasn't from a missile. 75 seconds, so over a minute it takes to repair, and it was repaired. Insane. Yeah, 58 scrap. What do we do? Kind of want one more power. I already have all my value points, so I have this up. I'm going to want a secondary group of boarders going into beams after we send these guys to ion. We hack missiles. We breach bomb the missiles. We're not going to run out of missiles, so that's good. I've never burned money. You can barely finish this game on normal difficulty. What I'm doing here blows your mind. Well, I appreciate that very much. What some other people do in this game blows my mind, so I'm just trying to get to that level. Or at least close enough. That's a pretty rough hack. Can we survive with an O2 hack? I'm just gonna see. Okay, with a level 1 O2 hack, I think we can. With our level 2 O2, I think we're okay. Damn it, right as I got there. Okay, now that's dead, I'm going back in here. Okay. Oh, good, it hit. Great. I'm gonna get your cloning started right now. Stop that from repairing. You can go out. 2v1 you. Oh, damn it. Okay, that should kill that guy, though. Okay. So do we kill everybody, chat? Do we? Do we do it? With no Zoltan Shield bypass? How's the hand doing? It's doing okay. Kill everyone. Okay, for phase 2 probably, right? So that... we can kill the missiles before anything else happens. Get this online now. What's up, Scracky? How are you doing? I'm hitting R. Why is that not working? Alright, 0 damage. Was that a 0 damage phase 1? It was. Nice. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Okay. You don't see why not kill everyone? Because if we don't have Zoltan Shield bypass and he gets more dodges phase 3 of the boss, it takes longer to get through his Zoltan Shield. That's why. Yeah, but killing missiles phase 2 is more important, I think, so we can hack shields. Hack shields while we board. Board missiles. One thing better than venting humans is venting their humans. Okay. Alright, now with advanced FTL navigation, we can go over here, we can repair. $35 scrap gets us power if we want it. Doesn't look like I'm getting more safe ship fights unless I want to dive for them, and I don't want to do that. Tryharding is real. I mean, I'm trying really hard, but our streak got reset because of how the first attempt at this ship went today, so for some tryharding, but we're at a streak of 0, so it's not the most amazing tryharding ever. What's up, Barb? We don't have cloaking for the drones. Missiles do go offline. Oh my god, we're not getting good dodges. Oh my god. The frick was that bullshit? Holy crap, we took so much damage from that phase. Jesus Christ. Well, I don't know what happened there, but we just took 10 damage from... I guess I got 0 dodges, and they had 18,000 combat drones or something. Holy crap. Missile launcher scares you? It's the most imbalanced missile weapon in the game. A missile weapon that bypasses all shields that uses no missiles. Can you repair at the store again? We'll see. We'll see if it's still up. I have a feeling it's getting taken over, though. Got taken over. Alright, so we turn this on. I probably should have had that on already. I don't have mind control counter. I have to kill whoever's mind controlled and have them be cloned. Alright, 57 scraps. This will help our piloting be less likely to go offline. Or flak artillery to charge a little bit faster. You know what? Maybe flak artillery actually is helpful here. We have the slug on piloting, which is good. Good example why you don't trust dodge. Yeah. Like how your guys can fix a matter transportation system, a magical futuristic cloning bay, or a hacking robot launcher, but when they take a missile impact with a wrench in 15 seconds. Flak artillery, always a great system. Oh gosh, can't tell you how good it is. Kill this guy. You gotta be shitting me, game. Getting insta-vented. Double, triple. Double fires. We through, we're through. Oh my god, these fucking fires. Killed the missiles. Okay, clone base still online at least. Okay, one more hit. Wow, these have been shitty dodges this run. 4 shields, not enough, man. Frickin' cloaking is way better than 4 shields. Jesus. Alright, there we go. Fed C, GG cookie time. We did it. Streak back to 1. $54.55. Man, I hate Fed C. That ship is so bad. Ship is so bad. How many wins have I gotten where my ship exploded to? I don't know. Probably a couple. It's not very often that happens for me. Worst ship done? Maybe. this better than? Is this worse than Zoltan Sea? Because Zoltan Sea has ended more streaks than any other ship. Any other ship for me so far. No, I don't have time to do another one today. I forgot to mark down how this one ended though. So this last streak was 6th. Died on Fed Sea to crew boarding crew dying to flak 1 plus basic laser. Failed to use safety dance strats. Safety dance boarding strats. So chat, it's your job to help me to remember. On 2-person boarding ships, except for Lanius B, use safety dance. Safety dance, of course, being boarding on a room, then moving to another room so we can 2v1 enemies. Let's see if anybody's interested in these numbers. That is an over 500 scrap Civ 5. That's really nice. Stealth B still most unreliable, you think? You also vote Stealth B as the worst? Okay. Zoltan Sea ended your 39 streak, so now you have a grudge against it. Every other ship besides Stealth B you have agency over. Yeah. Can you just demonstrate the safety dance for us? The safety dance is your chance to do the safety dance. There's my safety dance. You can have all the tricks and get hit through cloaking with a heavy laser starting 2 fires. It's GG on Stealth B. Makes sense. Alright, my friends. Well, rough day where we lost the streak, but hey, we got Fed C down. Now we'll have to get all the other hard ones done in this streak. So thank you all for watching. I hope you all had a good time. Again, sorry for cursing when I lost and yelling at chat, and Britnoff especially. I'm sorry. I didn't call you a name, but I did get mad when I was asking when I received your advice for what I should have done. So, as I always say, thank you all for all the support, bits, follow, subs, give yourselves working out, all that, hanging out, all that stuff. We'll play some more FTL Hard No Pause next week. Still have rehearsal next week, Tuesday and Thursday, so I probably will still only do 2 runs a day next week. But we'll hopefully slowly get this streak back up there, and hopefully in July we can finish this challenge. So, you all have a great rich night. Peace out, happy gaming, and I will see you all next time tomorrow. We will do some Bob Is You, I think. So, peace out. Later, my friends. Y'all rock.